So today we're going to talk about the meaning of roots and the axis of symmetry given the vertex. So as you can see on my image, I have two possible ways of drawing a parabola that we typically look at. And in it, I have already identified the axis of symmetry for each one. The interesting thing about the axis of symmetry is that it allows me to discover either how low the, the curve is going to go or how high it's going to go. Each of these points, whether it's the lowest point or the highest point, are both referred to as the vertex. So in here, the lowest point would be the vertex, and in here, the highest point would be the vertex. The other thing that we are constantly on the lookout for is when is this curve going to cross the x-axis? Each time it crosses the x-axis, we refer to those points either here, there, here, or there. We refer to each of those points as the roots. So this would be a root, and this would be a root. Similarly, on this drawing, this would be one of the roots, and this would be considered the other root. Roots are sometimes referred to as solutions as well. Okay, so this is the main gist. Okay, so two things. When dealing with a parabola, we are interested in lowest and highest points. So let me put that as a note. So I'll say bullet number one for a parabola. We are interested in either the lowest or the highest point. This, of course, is the vertex. Okay. Now, in order for me to find the vertex, the tool that I have, okay, so for this, I'm going to say that my tool is going to be my axis of symmetry. And its calculation is going to be x equals negative b over 2a. This is the first thing that I need in order to figure out the lowest or the highest point. The second thing I need all right, so let's see here. Second thing I need is I need to be able to figure out the roots. Okay, so second thing I need for my parabola, I think I can call this part here number one. So let's call this part here number two. We are interested in the roots. Now, what tool do we have for this? Well, in order for me to be able to calculate the roots, I either will use factor form, this I refer to as my strategy where I draw that big X. And the other possibility is what we typically call the quadratic formula. And this is the one that reads x equals negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2 times A.